All right, hey YouTube, this is going to be a video on a reply someone left to me, or about my reply to their reply about a video about some woman basically making fun of uncircumcised men. She was making fun of them and promoting mutilating children. And what is so weird about this reply is, first of all, I agreed with me it should be illegal, so I'm not even sure what they were disagreeing with, or whether or not maybe they thought I was too critical of females, or like I don't know what it was. But in any event, it's not really even about circumcision. It's not even about his comment. I just wanted to say I left replies. I left a bunch of fucking replies, but I deleted it, okay, because it was glitching and some of the comments didn't take, and there was other comments that I either didn't write well enough, I didn't think, or I felt as if though wasn't getting my point across. So I guess the reason, or the thing I'm saying here is, I hope that the fucking comments deleted, because if you know anything about this site, it's very strange. Sometimes how comments take and sometimes they don't take and things like that. And I just hope they fucking deleted, because I did delete every one of those comments, but the last one I finally left. And what I was going to do is delete like 2 comments. I eventually just decided to settle on one. And I hope this guy wasn't bothered, or I didn't troll him or something, because I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to leave my fucking comment, and it wasn't taking. But that's about it. And I guess since I'm talking about that anyways, I could talk about this video that I'm not going to promote, and I've talked about it before. I'm not promoting it. I'm not saying the video's name just because I don't want to give it no more attention. It's a very watched video. Quite a lot of people watched it, but the one good thing about it is it's got about 3,000 more negative likes than positive likes, or something to that effect. So that's a pretty good thing. So it's also proof that I think general mutilation in America is on the decline. But anyways, that's not what I want to talk about. The guy's comment is strange because he did agree with me, so I'm not even sure what he was objecting to. But he said at one point, the reason we do this is because thousands of years ago, desert nomads would get sand in their fucking foreskin or penis, so you would have to cut off the foreskin because it would get there. Well, my question to him is this: don't females get sand in their vagina? So why didn't we do this to them? Or why do you only do a divorce if that was the reason? It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? And of course, and second of all, that just sounds so stupid to me. It's kind of like something a 5-year-old say, for the record. But anyways, that's not the point. But also, I will say this: in some Muslim countries and Middle Eastern countries, they do circumcise females. So maybe that has something to do with the origins of that. I don't know. But that's not the origins of it in America. The origins of it in America was we started doing it around the late 1800s originally to stop male masturbation, and for whatever reason, basically it just started. It started in America, and we just kept doing it. But for some reason, we didn't start mutilating females the way we did males. I don't know exactly why, and there was pushes for it by people who were anti-masturbation, Puritans, pretty much, prudish Victorians, basically trying to stop humans from doing natural human things because of nonsense they believed. But that was the reason we started doing it. And over the years, it's become kind of a cosmetic thing, and it's kind of a conformity thing, so you look like everyone else. But the point is, that's probably not true. And even if it is, I mean, that's not why we do it here. And you can look it up. There's plenty of evidence showing why we do this in America. But second of all, there was something else I wanted to say that I wrote in the original comment, but I can't think of what it is. But I think what it might have been is this. But second of all, he said something to the effect of that no woman anywhere in the world opinion matters on this subject about circumcision, or women aren't to blame at all. Their opinion, that's not true, because in a lot of cases, the mother circumcises the kid or chooses to, not the father, or both do. So how does their opinion not matter? Not to mention their opinion of uncut penises, or this woman's opinion, is going to affect a father who might want to do that to his son, because maybe he doesn't want the son to have to do it later or something. So that's going to affect that opinion, that negative message is going to affect their opinion. And again, if they're choosing, it's their opinion. And again, lots of mothers do choose this, and they want to. Mario Lopez, he wanted not to. His wife wanted to. He eventually talked her out of it, and he let her name the kid, and he got to choose not to mutilate his genitals. And again, why do you have to bargain with another person not to mutilate your kid? I don't understand. But anyways, beyond that, beyond that, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. Also, another thing, I think this is what I wanted to say, but I can't remember. But I said in the larger comment, the one I really wanted to, the reply I really wanted to leave, but it didn't take for whatever reason. I guess YouTube just doesn't like truth. I don't know why, or what the hell kind of weird shit went on there. But the point is, and this happens. But the point is, the other thing, the other issue I want to get to here or talk about is what was it? Oh yeah, women shaming men, and there are women in some cases that have, as I had talked about before, that have shamed men, and there are women that say that men should be mutilated, or that they even ask their men to get mutilated, and there are some chicks who even pressure men to do this, and some women even leave the men, and there are men who have even killed themselves because of this, because they don't want the damn surgery or the procedure, and they don't want to fucking have the chick leave them either, and some do it, and then they regret it, and they kill themselves, and there's even situations where they do it, and the woman leaves them anyways, and there's even women who have done that just to be really sadistic. I mean, women who will get a guy to do that, leave him, and hell, sometimes even leave him for a not good to do it. I mean, even just to fuck the guy over. I've heard of this happening. It sounds strange, but it has happened in the world. So that matters. Those women's opinion would matter in that situation. But anyways, beyond that, and the other thing, the main thing here, the main issue that I don't understand is, I think, is that what the fuck is he talking about? I was talking about what else the negative comment, I guess, about, and I didn't quite read what my original comment said, but it was about the video. But it's like, how in the fuck does, and I think this is the new one I left like a day or two ago, but anyways, or a few days ago, whenever I left it, but the point is, how in the fuck, or just how in the fuck does he figure, what does that have to do with the video? Because the video was about her making fun of uncut dudes. That was the video, intact. Basically, they're not uncut. You're not uncircumcised. You're intact. That's, your dick is supposed to look that way. That's the way you're born. There's nothing wrong with it, and it doesn't have anything wrong with it. It's not a medical defect, unless you have phimosis or some actual real medical defect, and you can't really even tell that, or really, you can't diagnose that, I guess, or whatever. You can't really come to that conclusion until the kid's a teenager anyway, because you don't actually track the foreskin until you're about puberty, around the age of puberty anyways. But the point is, um, I don't think you do. But anyways, the other thing is this. Again, she was making fun of video. I'm talking about her, and he's leaving me all this shit about, we started doing it because of fucking desert people sending their foreskin, and because of women don't have opinions, no matter. Like, what the fuck are they talking? What the fuck is he even talking about? And there seems like there's other shit he said that didn't make sense. And then at the end of it, he comes around to agreeing with me. So the only thing I can figure he must have disagreed on is maybe he thought my opinion of females in that comment was maybe a little bit too negative or critical, but I don't think it's too critical. I think what's critical is this woman saying that men should be mutilated when she would not want herself to be mutilated. And I would not and could not possibly see her going out and getting a labiaplasty. So and again, also, yeah, that's the other thing. Men don't shame women. Another thing I say is men don't shame women like that. Very rarely do men shame women for having large labia. And in fact, they're probably more likely to shame each other, and that has happened. But the point is, she wouldn't want a labiaplasty. She wouldn't go get one if she had large labia, so, or any other kind of procedure. So why in the fuck is she talking shit about us? So, that's weird. Anyways, that's just a video. And I guess to make this about something other than, well, these fucking comments that are just odd and kind of an odd video, an odd topic, and my obsessive behavior where I obsess over things, hence circumcision, and my constant talking about it, or those comments that I obsess over, and YouTube glitches and things to make it about something about that, and other than circumcision, that no one should talk about as much as I do. There is something mentally wrong with me that I do talk about this subject or topic so much. I would like to talk about veganism and meat eating, or not eating meat. I think that again, not only for, well, first of all, I'm an alcoholic. I mean, that's, I drink. I'm not going to talk to other people or lecture you about health issues or health reasons not to eat meat, because I have no place to talk. Obviously, no one wants to hear a drunk tell them not to fucking eat meat because of health problems. But there are health problems, for the record. If you care, you can look those up or look them up. But meat eating isn't really truly good for you, and it can even cause health issues, and it can lead to a higher risk or a higher chance of obesity, and it can cause heart problems and other things. But nevertheless, anyways, not even counting that, or never minding that, it's an ethical issue first and foremost to me. Okay, and I don't think you wouldn't want to be killed and eaten. It's similar to circumcision. You wouldn't want somebody to perform a surgery on you by force, and sometimes without medication, by the way, like they do children. And a woman wouldn't want that. Again, men wouldn't want that if you're not cut, or you wouldn't want any other surgery. You wouldn't want someone to cut off your finger. You wouldn't want someone to force a nose job or an eye or a facelift or anything else on you. or open heart surgery, or like that's an extreme example, but still, you wouldn't want that. So why do you force the surgery on a child? It shouldn't be hard to figure out, especially if you have a penis. But even if you don't, you have labia, and it shouldn't be hard to figure out why it's wrong. So, anyways, there's that. But beyond that, um, again, you shouldn't eat meat because it's ethically wrong to kill or take another life and kill or to kill an animal. Now, there are a hierarchy in life. Obviously, humans, I do think, are more important than a fucking cow. Dogs, I actually kind of think might be important than both, more important than both of us, but certainly more so than a cow. But nevertheless, still, that cow's life does matter. Everything from that cow all the way down to a fucking squirrel matters. Um, and there are hierarchies of life, but it still matters. It's still a living sentient being that knows that doesn't want to die, it wants to live. So you shouldn't kill or eat an animal for that reason. But also beyond that, even if ethics isn't your thing, let's say you're a selfish heart, selfish holy fuck. Okay,